Morning, back at my brother's, and I thought I'd share this quickly with you, show you what we're doing. So, have a look. This is going to be a patio. It's freezing cold as well. So it's the new, well, it's not new, but it's the system where you have adjustable legs, rails, and then along the top you put special tiles like this. They're about 20 mil thick, and they go on top of the rails. So yesterday we set this up. So we've got a compacted hardcore base, then we've put a geotextile membrane to stop any weeds growing through. Then we find the, let's have a look, this is the highest point of the patio, so we're going to have a footpath along here, then across on the angle, and a seating area there. So find the highest point, which is that one, and then we transferred that level to the lowest point, which is over here. So this whole thing will be level, and then you'll end up with a gap at the front, and the front will be edged with the same tile but on the front, and then we're going to backfill the whole area with some nice gravel up to the patio. So some advice if you're going to do this system: to start with the most level surface you can, although you can add, so let's have a look at one of these. So you can add these rings, 1, 2, to change the height of the feet, and this is all they are, just plastic feet. By adding these collars in, you can make them taller. So they start off this big, then you add those collars in like that. There's 1 and a 2, so that you can level it up. But my advice is to make it as level as you can with the subfloor, or the sub base, before you do this, because yesterday when we were doing it, it's just taking ages leveling everything up, but once it's done, it's fine. So we've just laid these out in a rough pattern of where it's going to be. My brother's gone to go and get some anti-noise strip to go on the top, so I'm going to continue this while he's picking some stuff up. I'll fill this area in here. Okay, so I saw in another video of French Countryside Life, excellent channel by the way. If you haven't already subscribed to them, it's well worth doing. Anyway, they've been using laser levels, so I just thought I'd show you mine. It's a DeWalt one, and what I've done here is just set this up. It's magnetic on this post, and that shoots out a constant level, and then over here I have a detector. So when the laser hits this, it shows you an arrow whether to go up or down to get the level of the line. So we can use that. For example, we set it to the top of that, and then we can use it to set the same level. So it needs to come up a bit. But we can use the laser level then to set the height of this, so it's exactly the same as that, and so on. Now what we've done over there is set the one up furthest from me, right in the corner, is the same height using the level as the one in that corner. Remember, that's the highest point. And then this one here in the middle, we simply rail 1 and rail 2 took off a 1% fall, so that's 2.5 meters, so 2.5 centimeters, and set this 2.5 centimeters difference, put the rail in, and then put the 3 in the middle. So from there to here is another 2.5 centimeters down, so you've got 5 meters and 5 centimeter 1% drop, so the water comes and ends up in this drain. So the laser level is quite good, so you can take that anywhere that the laser will hit, which will be this whole garden, and take that level and repeat it anywhere else. So I'll show you what I mean by setting up these feet at this end. Okay, so I'll put one end on that foot over there, then just literally there's a slot underneath, put that, press it down onto it, and that is it really. Then we make sure that the rails are straight, which we'll do shortly by using a string line, and then we can adjust the height like this. So we've set the height of this. I'll just turn that off. So I can look at the arrows and it tells me that it just needs to go down slightly. That's it. So that is the height of the first one we set in, and we know that that's right. So let's check this one. Okay. And it says it needs to go up. You see the arrows pointing up on the screen. Okay. What we do is we can spin this disc in here like that. Unscrew it a little bit. Check. Still needs to come up a bit. What I do is look, you see, when you get that line it's perfectly level, but it's super sensitive, so that'll do. So this has got 2 extension collars on. I think we need to take one of them off. It's pretty simple, they just screw on, screw off like that, and they lock into place. Let's have a look, see how close we are now. We're pretty close, we're about 2 mil off. See if this will extend a bit more. So once you've got all these leveled, so I've got one more to do there, then you put the middle ones in, and the easy way to do that is just screw them to the minimum, put them in, and then unscrew them out till they touch the floor. We're doing these at 600 centres. I'll get on with that. So these bits, plastic bits, go in to join the two rails together. So like that. And the rail goes in. There we go, smashing. Okay, to do the corner, we set up this straight line here where we're gonna cut the rails, and then we mark them, and we're just gonna cut them with an angle grinder. Good, we just started this chainsaw up, which is good. Okay, so we've cut our line where the edge of the patio is going to be. It cut quite easily with an angle grinder, but you must have a thin blade. Mine's the one for stainless steel, very thin, and that works best. There we go. So we're just going to fill in these between the beams, get the levels right, and then put the noise strips on to make it quiet. Okay, so these are all joined. We've now got this strip. This strip goes on top, and the tiles sit on that, and this is to stop it making noise as you stand on the tiles. Right, so that's the first section all laid out. All these are in place, the supports tightened up. We've checked all the levels, haven't we, Dave?
Yep.
So let's have a look. Once these are in and we've joined these together, cut our angle, Dave is now putting on the black rubberized strips that go on there to stop the tiles making noise on the metal. So that's it. We'll check the spacing as we're putting the tiles down. Let's see how it goes. Okay, all the strips are on. Going to clear everything out from in here, over there. The tiles are in the van, so we're ready to go. I'm going to plan it out and see how the tiles lay and if we need to make any adjustments. To eat, come back to it. It's going down quite well. You can see how these clips work. So with the joins, you snap one of them off to make it like a corner spacer. Or you can snap two of them off just to make a middle spacer if you want. But it's all fine. So it's going down quite well. So we'll try and get as many full tiles down now as we can. First we were doing that cut over there, and we tried with this one, 1020 max, and then we tried with the big boy, the teaser, but neither of them can snap it. So that means we've got to cut, when I say we, I mean my brother, has to cut every single one with a grinder, which takes ages. So off we go. Right, so we've got that one cut in. Just need to make sure we've got spacer in that one there, which we've got to put in. Put that spacer in, and then we can go right up to the end and overhang it. And then once it's all in place, draw a line where we want the angle to be. And then it's just cuts. Just on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you that you've got to cut it with a grinder?
Oh,
11. Right, so we've now marked the angle that we think that we want on these. So we're just going to cut straight down there in position, so we know that it's right. How do you feel about that?
great.
It's the longest single cut you've ever done?
Yeah, I think so.
Looks good though.
Pretty straight.
Very straight. Pleased with that. There we go, you can see the shape of it now. So there's the cuts against this wall here to do, that wall. Although they're straight cuts, so they're quite easy. Just down this side, and then on the front is going to be a plinth of the same material, and then gravel up to that. So to adjust these feet, you can put a key in when it's up like that and turn it to screw it up and down. But then they invented the rails, but you can't get to the... There's no way of getting the key in to adjust the feet. So if there was some other way of adjusting it, then that would be better. So you can tweak it as you go along. But other than that, I think it's pretty straightforward, really. Right, I'm going to wait for Dave to finish it. He's going to send me a little video and I'll edit it onto the end of this so you can see what it looks like.